Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of the Final Fantasy Legend 3 for the Nintendo Game Boy. Last episode, Weggie, Bwizzy, Bubbles, and Gilda managed to defeat Maitreya and ended up getting the X Plane unit. That'll allow them to take the Talon to Pureland. Pureland is apparently where the water entity originated from, and there's also another group of rebels who went there in the Talon 2. So, speaking of Talons, down there on the left, there's nothing there, but if we attach that both unit that we found in the future, you'll notice that now we got these like sleeping capsules there that basically function as an inn. So, Talon's really getting geared out. Unfortunately, we're about to lose several of the components of the Talon as we make the jump into Pureland. What's going to happen is the hover unit is going to be disabled, and that's going to prevent us from going over the ocean. And we can't warp back now to the regular world. So, let's split up. I'll look for the advanced party in Cafe. We'll find Soul later. Okay, good luck. And he heads off over there to that town. And even though he just walked to that town like Dion did, I'm going to take the Talon because I would like to get into a fight at some point with the Talon to show off what the Talon does in battle. It shoots a cannon. Nature's going weird these days. We can't use dive and float for traveling. 4 Talon crew members are living in this world. So yeah, between the Talon breaking down, I've seen the Talon's crew in this town before, and the inability to use those magics, we're kind of stuck in where we can go in Pureland. We're going to kind of have to rely on completing certain little quests, and then going on those boats to get to new towns. So yeah, we usually will end up in a town at a certain section of the Pureland, and there'll be a boat to another town, and they'll be like, well, no, we can't use this boat because of the ocean's not clear, and you basically have to do the basically the different quests in the area that you're in to get the boat to operate. So I'm going to buy some diamond helmets. That's the only diamond equipment I'm going to grab. I'm going to get the diamond helmets because that gives protection from lightning. So that'll help keep our characters protected from another element. There's no point in having multiple pieces of the same type of gear, because they all provide the same status immunities. So like one piece of diamond gear is just as good as 2 pieces of diamond gear. It's not going to get like double immunity from something. So try to get equipment that gives you covers the most amount of immunities. We got a new martial art there, Smother, for Gilda. And that guy said Borgano's around here, and Excalibur and Zeko can only be drawn by a special human, by a special girl. That must be Faye they're talking about. Why the monsters took Faye. We're going to learn about Excalibur, but it's one of the 4 mystic swords, and the mystic swords are going to be very important later on. I know I mentioned this in a much earlier episode, but basically bosses toward the end, they have a weakness to the mystic sword. So the mystic swords tend to be the best thing to use against bosses. Some bosses take like very little damage from anything else. So here we get into a battle with the Talon, and it detects the enemy, and then depending on the weapon that you have equipped, right now we just have the standard cannon. We'll get more, we'll find different parts, and the more advanced the weapon, the more damage it does. You can also get a weapon, the shield, and that basically prevents random encounters from happening. But yeah, you get a little bit of a advantage there. Basically just think the enemies start with less hit points because you get that free Talon attack against them, so... Not that we're relying a lot on damage to finish enemies off. Yeah, you see we can't go over those little pieces of water now because the hub was disengaged. So we're heading into this village here, and you notice that that guy on the left wasn't moving? We're looking for friend Faye. I see. I am Etar. I saw her taken to the North Maze by Fenrir, but it turned townsmen into stone. No one here can oppose them. We'll defeat it then. Really? Then take catnip from the tree. The guards will fall asleep. Yeah, you'll notice the guys ain't moving, but there are all these like little cats that are moving around. If you talk with the cats, you'll get into a battle with these black cat enemies. So it's not a problem here, but you need to get the catnip item from this tree in the back, because in the North Maze there's going to be some guards, and defeating the guards won't make them disappear, and we have to clear a passage to get to advance in the dungeon, and you clear that passage by having the guard be asleep and then push it away. So you see that one post in the fence there was broken. That's your clue that you can walk through it. So here we are in the maze. To the left is just a dead end, but yeah, talking with the guards gives you those a group of those black cat enemies there on the left. At the end of this video, I'm gonna put a picture of the maze taken from VG Maps, and the credit will be I'll list in the video description and also on that picture. But I'm just gonna put the picture of that dungeon because this dungeon is actually in the face of a cat. So yeah, it's pretty funny, but you won't be able to tell, you know, without like seeing the a blown out picture of the map. So let's just finish off with some new enemies here. And as always, all these new enemy stats will be listed at the end of the video. Like I said, along with that picture of the cat face maze. So, this is a short dungeon. We have a boss though in it, like I said, Fenrir. He can be kind of tricky, mainly because he usually has a really high chance to have an unexpected attack. So just like how we get a free round against enemies in the Talon, he's going to basically get a first round attack against us. But otherwise, if you manage to defeat Betrayer, you should be able to take care of him, so... Just finish these guys off. Keep in mind that mainly on instant death. That's one bad thing though about fighting bosses, since they have that immunity to instant death. Some of our characters aren't going to be as effective. Obviously, Bwizzy's Dispel, while it can still do damage, won't do as much, won't ever inflict a fatal status. And Bubbles will be forced to use either magic or one of her talents. And for the most part, it seems magic tends to do a little bit more damage than her monster talents. Now monsters don't get the double effectiveness with magic that the mutant class that Bubbles originally started at would get. But the monsters sometimes have pretty decent stats, so they have a decent magic stat to deal damage. So we have to go over to the right, but we can't go that way because, like I said, these cats are in the way. You'd think that, you know, hey, if I defeat these cats, that little guard will disappear, but it doesn't. It's kind of like the guards in the airship in Final Fantasy II. They were blocking passages where you just had to walk around them. You had to take a really like roundabout way to get through the airship, or the dreadnought actually. Well, it was an airship, so the Empire's big weapon. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to use that catnip item that we found from that tree in the village, and that's going to put all the cats in this area to sleep, and then we can push the cat out of the way, And then we can advance through the dungeon over here. Now to the north, there's a door that's locked. That's the jail cell where Faye's in. But we need to get the key to that door, because like I said, it's locked. And the key is guarded by Fenrir, the boss of this area. So I guess it's appropriate we get fur armor from the cat place, you know, like cat fur armor, I guess. But it's a pretty weak armor, so no point in equipping it. We'll get a little bit of a better armor over to the left. We will equip that armor, though. But yeah, that's pretty much all the treasure. We just have the fur armor, another armor, and then the key. And then most importantly, we end up with Faye. But like I said, we have to defeat Fenrir first to get the key, and I guess we'd also need to defeat Fenrir to remove the curse on all the people. So Fenrir turned all the people in that town to stone, and we're turning a bunch of Fenrir's minions here into stone. So as you can see, that's the cat's nose. These little areas there, the cat's eye. There's another cat thing there, but he's fast asleep. Now's our chance. But yeah, that goes nothing. It just leads to a dead end. So the wizard armor is a decent upgrade from the PSI armor, but we're not gonna have that armor too long because we're gonna the next town we get to we'll have some even better armor for both Bwizzy and for Gilda. Let's just head up the nose here, and there is Fenrir. So we're gonna heal ourselves up here. Bwizzy will once again be our healer in this battle, because it doesn't matter with his magic stat, because the Cure 3 that he has there restores everybody to full hit points, so. And Fenrir confuses us with Japaya of the advanced party. This is the second time that we've kind of been confused with Japaya. Somebody said that we look like Japaya. We'll learn more about that basically at the end of the game. But apparently Japaya met with Fenrir and basically met his end at Fenrir's hands. We got 4 of them, so. But either his head is leaning back really far and we can't see them. But speaking of seeing, I don't see any eyes on Fenrir, so maybe his head is tilted back that far. They can't see them, or they are covered in hair. Or maybe his eyes are closed and we can't see the lids. But I don't know. He has to have some eyes, because he's hitting us pretty hard. You know, although I guess for animals, you know, their sense of smell is more important than their eyes potentially. Like my older dog Spartacus, he has you know, he's old and he got cataracts, but he still gets around. You know, it doesn't affect him as much as you know would a human, because humans are very visual. The dog uses his you know, sense of smell to navigate around a lot. So yeah, good old Sparky here. He's going to the vet next month. Well, so is Bubba Bob. I'll get their 6-month checkups. They all seem to be doing pretty good. Fenrir's teeth, that's the only thing that Sparky's not doing too good with his teeth. Well, at Chihuahua, he don't have a lot of, they used to have bad dental problems and mouth problems, so they had to get a lot of his teeth extracted already, and now some of the few that are remaining, they, they're a little loose, because when you extract teeth, the, you know, the bone around the teeth that used to be there weakens, so then it weakens, of course, for the teeth that are still are there. So a little loose, I've noticed, as I'm brushing them. I have to brush his teeth now, because he's can't really chew on bones because of all the teeth that he was missing, and to clean his mouth, and he's off hard pellet because of his kidney issues, And because of his kidney issues, he can't get his dental cleanings anymore, so I have to take his dental things into my own hands. I wish I had 4 hands like Fenrir, though, for doing that, because it would definitely make cleaning his teeth a little bit easier. I'd be able to hold him down with 2 of my arms and clean his teeth with the other 2. But for a little dog, he puts up quite a fight for getting his teeth cleaned. Even though I'm using doggy peanut butter toothpaste for him, and he loves peanut butter. But I guess not enough to want to sit still to get his teeth cleaned. Speaking of sitting still, though, that cat is sitting still, which allows us to get Faye, a new party member. Reggie, yeah, we came here to help you, thank you. But Dion, didn't he come with you? We split up to search for you. I see. The Masters want to conquer the world. They're only concerned about Talon with his 4 crew members and the 4 mystic swords. They needed me to get one of the mystic swords. Let's go look for the crew members first. They joined. So I guess the 4 crew members are looking to get the 4 swords to overthrow the monsters, but they obviously didn't. So we get Faye here. She has an exit spell. We can use it. She's pretty good. She's a little bit stronger than Dion. I guess they trained together. Faye was that kid who was with Dion in the starting town. So I guess they decided to train together. So there's that cat face the dungeon. There's the credits, and here's all the monsters that we encountered, the new monsters we encountered in this thing. So we'll encounter more monsters and see what Faye brings to the party in our next episode. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Bye.